Alright, y'all, I have done the unthinkable. I have cleaned and organized the mess that has always been in here. I just want to share it with you. I haven't been able to get out and do any videos. I've been working like crazy, so I wanted to share this with you, and then we'll get into the topic of today's video. So yeah, I went and organized everything nice and neatly. Looks really good, really clean. Really happy with it, honestly. I've been working on this for about 3 days, just trying to get stuff somewhat presentable. And then I took this whole thing apart. Shout out to all them. And then basically I did that. So I've got all my glues and greases and whatnot, and my castle boxes, my tape. Then come down here, I've got some electrical stuff, all my extra rudders, mounting brackets, stingers, strut bars, stuff like that. Actually, those strut on needs to go somewhere. Some zip ties, some, I think that's window seal. I tried to use that as hatch seal, it's too thick. Got my cooling tubes. Got stuffing tubes, and then I've got some flex cables back there. All these are my pre-cut flex cables and pre-cut stuffing tubes. This is filled with battery straps of every shape and size, and this is filled with heat shrink of every shape and size. And then got my drill bits, sandpaper, and taps right there, so that's pretty cool. And then come over here, waiting. I've shot a lot of video on that, but I'm waiting for parts for that, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be a really cool build. Shout out to Toyin. They sent me this, and I've yet to be able to produce the video for it because there was a little piece missing in here. I was supposed to get 2 bearings, and it was missing a bearing, so they have to send me that bearing in order for me to finish the product. But I got my charging station all set up, looking good. Got my little Genze Cymars D300. I love that charger. Thing is killer. So the way I did it, I ended up doing my batteries in LiPos. So I did 1 box for 3S batteries, 1 bag for 4S batteries, and then 1 bag for 6S batteries. And then some of the extras that I had, I put in this metal tub here. I just felt like it would be a little bit safer in kind of a fireproof area rather than just like laying on the shelf just in case something were to ever catch fire. I feel like, you know, I'd rather lose a bag of batteries than my whole house. I got all my remotes here. I got a new remote that I have to do a review on. You'll catch a glimpse of that up in an upcoming video, and then the video that will precede this, come after this, will be me reviewing that radio. I've got everything I believe I need for the little 17-inch MHZ Hydro. This thing is going to be a unique build. So because it's going to be 1/8-inch shaft, this is a 130 cable and a small little 1/8-inch shaft. I don't know if I'm going to use this one. Somebody had commented that all their stuff was like metric, different sizes and whatnot. So I went ahead and ordered the Octora. It's an 18-inch 130 cable, 3/16 diameter prop shaft. Did I really get a 3/16? Okay, yeah, and it steps down to an 1/8-inch. So that should help me. I'm not really sure how I want to do that. Maybe I ordered the wrong thing. Maybe I need to figure out a different bore. I don't know. But I do have multiple different variations that I could go with as far as this is concerned, and that was the idea behind it. I had actually ordered this, which is kind of cool. This is for 1/8-inch prop shaft. They make this in 1/8-inch and 3/16 and big 1/4-inch, and I didn't know. I just figured for 20 bucks it was might as well have it for the Hydro build. I wanted as many different variations as I could to just to test fit things and whatnot. I got a turn fin here. This one came from China, and this one came from Offshore Electrics. They're identical, probably just repackaged. But I had ordered this and ordered that just cheap. Not know if I'm going to use it or not yet. This is the motor mount we went with because OSE didn't have the other one in stock at that time. So this is just an ED little small, 28, 29 mil motor mount. Hopefully it will fit in this hull. If it does not, then what we have is a plate of carbon to where I can make my own motor mount. And now, why do I have this motor here and then I have this motor here? Well, this is one that I had in stock already, and since this has got a 4 mil shaft, I would need to have a 4 mil connector for 150 cable if I want to run it in my outrigger, in my shrimp rigger. And then this one here is 4 mil shaft to a 130 cable if I wanted to run it in this boat. Those collets seem really big compared to the size of the boat, but I think this is going to be the collet that we end up using most of the time. And then the props that I ended up buying just for starters, this is a 3014. This was a brass prop. I actually prepped this last night, so we did a little bit of work on it already. Not bad. Trying to get it balanced, but really small props with 1/8 inch bore. This is a 3414. This is a plastic prop. I just bought a plastic prop because it was cheap, It is a 1.5 pitch by 31, which is kind of a cool variation there. And then this one here is an Arctura prop that is a 30 millimeter 1.4 pitch. So just stuff to test. And then as far as the ESC I decided to go with this 10 shock 40 amp ESC, just based off of size, how thin it was. It says it's a 40 amp ESC, but I would bet money that this thing can pack a wallop. If they're speed controllers or anything like their motors, 40 amps probably continuous, but I bet you this thing can probably go to 80 or 100 amp burst. To me, it looks very similar to the size of the Kraken 120. So we'll see. But this ESC was spec'd for this size motor. And this motor here is a 2850 3330 kV an X2 Leopard motor. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and just take a peek at it, and we'll see how it fits in that hull. All right, little baby X2. This is so cool. It's cool to actually build a smaller model rather than such a big model. It'll be its own, little hurdles compared to something so big you can get your hands in and manipulate stuff around. So that's going to be the motor. That's going to be the little cooling jacket, little Leopard Hobby cooling jacket. So what I think I got to do, just like I thought, I'm going to go in here and cut this out to where we can get the motor mounted to the motor mount. Hopefully we can use that motor mount. We'll test it, and we'll get this thing shoved up here in the nose, give us some nose weight, and then we'll be able to put our battery towards the back. Very cool, very cool. Gorgeous little thing. I was noticing these little 4 millimeter connectors here. They look different than the original 4 mil connectors. I bet you these things can handle a lot more amps. Just seems like overall contact area is a lot better. And then I've got a little adapter if I want to run a different prop, bigger prop, whatnot, and so forth. And so this here is a radio that we're going to run with this boat, Radio Link radio. And I wanted to kind of showcase it here. This was actually sent to me by Radio Link, and they wanted me to review it. So I told them give me a little bit of time, and we'll find a model for us to use with it. Now, since this will be something new that I've never had before, so I'm going to have to learn it. But it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it fits. It fits so good in the hand. I mean, it fits really good in the hand. It feels nice. And the quality of it, one thing I do like about it off the rip is it has a lot of batteries in the bottom. I believe those are AAAs. It's going to take 8 AAA batteries. We will get a pretty good amount of time running 8 batteries rather than running 4 batteries. Some other controllers that I have 4, and can't do that with one hand. But that'll be a cool thing to go with this boat. And I might actually take some of the features, you know, some of the way this looks, black with some red racing stripes, got that little Euro stripe right there. I think I might make the boat have a similar overall aesthetic to this controller. Be pretty badass. If y'all have any comments about this remote, leave them in the comment section, because we have this receiver here, which is an R8 FG. So if we look here in the bag, the Radio Link bag that remote come in, it comes with this. And I have yet to look in the instructions about this type of receiver. So if you know about this type of receiver, drop it in the comment section, because the size of this, and being that it's 4-channel, I actually think it would do really well in that boat. It's not so big, you know. So let me know, since I haven't, you know, yet read the instructions. I literally just opened this up about 15 minutes ago for the first time. But I'm just kind of curious. But we will do a review on this remote coming up in the near future. And thanks to Radio Link for sending it to me, because this thing is wicked looking. Wicked looking. But overall, I've been trying to do some cleanup here. I gotta haul some stuff away. I started over here organizing my stuff. I've got my motors, and so this is a speed controller box, all my motors and cooling jacket box. Got all my screws over here. Got my prop boxes. And then what we did, we started getting some little tackle boxes. I've got collets. I got my capacitors, jumper wires, and then all of my bullet connectors. And then over there, that's water cooling. Slowly getting organized, because I'm starting to get too much stuff. And then we have some servos, some servo ends. I think this will probably be the servo I run in the little hydro. And a lot of the water cooling stuff, hull mount stuff here. And this is just old RC car stuff. But just want to kind of make a little quick video to get y'all's input, what you think I should do. I don't know if I want to go this route. The reason being, if we look strictly at the back of the boat, I think that mounting plate is too thick compared to the area, you know, the whole area here that I have to mount it with. It would look sick. Like, it would look sick. I only liked it because I like the rear, the rudder coming straight off the back, so I didn't have to mount a rudder off to the side. I did size it, so I don't think I could run a 34mm prop, but I could run a 32mm prop, because you worry about the prop hitting the upper support here. But may have to save this for future build, just a project. I may go over there and take that little recoil 17 and mess around with it and rip everything off the back of it, just to be fooling around with something one day, and might put that on there just to see what happens. But pretty cool. Got a little water pickup there on the bottom. Got the little nipple inside of there. You got to have a really small hose, but that's pretty cool. But I think just for size and practicality, we're probably going to use the micro rudder here. And we do have this strut, and I have other struts like this in my parts bin. We'll just have to size stuff up and spec it out and see, you know, what we want to do with it. But for now, I just wanted to kind of make a little quick tutorial of all the parts. Got a big order in, got a nice remote for it, got my motor for it, so we're good there. And I'm just gonna go around it and clean the hull up, get it looking good, and then we'll start the process of opening it up and speccing out motor, location, where I need to come through with my stuffing tube, all that fancy jazz. But right now, looking like we're probably going to be using that as a rear strut support, and this boat's going to look pretty good. Now, I watched Dr. Jet, and he had used these, and he had put them on the back of the boat, and I originally didn't want to do that, and then I saw what he did. He used these as his antenna. So it's like he had drilled a hole in here and pushed his antenna up, and a little piece of the antenna comes out, which I actually like that, but I think the boat looks cleaner without the fins. You know, who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. That one looks a little rough. That one looks like it broke off. See that? Yeah. See, does this side look like that? No, that side looks a lot cleaner. But it's just less body work if I don't put these on there. But cool. Well, I just kind of wanted to give a little quick topic, a little quick video for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Leave me some comments, some details in the comment section. Let me know what you think, directions you would go if this was your build. And I'm going to end it here. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.